Hey beloveds, welcome to Beanie TV, where I offer you sprinkles of spiritual sassiness. Let's get into today's affirmation. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Release. I am always divinely taken care of. I am always divinely taken care of. I am always divinely taken care of. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Release. What is up, my miracle-minded men and my manifesting mamacitas? Thank you for tuning into Beanie TV. If this is your first time on my channel, what is up? I'm all about spirituality, life advice, wellness, and my experience here in Los Angeles. So guys, bear with me. I'm having a very terrible dry cough, but I did want to do this video really quick because I just wanted to talk to y'all because I miss you guys, and I thank you, every single one of you guys, for commenting, because you guys need to understand, like, YouTube has been a part of me for a long time, and I know that God has called me to do YouTube. So every time you guys comment, or we have conversations in the comments, or you share or whatever, like, I feel affirmed every single time. So I just thank you guys for just like constantly planting seeds into my dream and into this dream that God has given me. So I thank you so much. So this video is going to be about my year of singleness. I was in a relationship for 6 months last year, and God was really calling me to break it off towards August, and I did, and it was really, really hard. And I still think about that person, and it's still it's tough. It's not easy at all to be obedient to God, and it's not easy at all to, like, yeah, be obedient and listen and do what you know in your spirit is right to do. So I had to let that relationship go, and I decided to commit myself to practicing celibacy, as well as not dating. So no, for me, no dating, no texting, no sexting, no, watching provocative things. Like, really keep being mindful of what arouses me and things like that, because I have never been by myself since I was 16. I was always with someone, or talking to someone, or dating someone. It would only be months at a time. I think I was abstinent for maybe a year and a half. But even during that time, I was still texting and talking to people. So this is my year to commit to myself, and I really feel like that's what God has wanted me to do all along, was just to be with myself and to understand how amazing and magical and fun and moody and crazy I am, and allowing me to get to know myself before I go into a committed relationship that God has said is good to go. So during this year, I also will not be drinking. Drinking has always been like kind of like this weird thing where it's like fun, and then I start crying and cursing people out and getting angry, and then it's just like not fun. So I don't know how many times I have gotten into fights, not physical fights, but just arguments with men. I remember one time someone, like, I poured water on somebody before Love and Hip Hop days, and they splashed their whole cup of water on me, and like, but it's because we were both drunk. Like, I have too many drunk stories, and I just, yeah, like, obviously, like, last time I had a drink was last year, was last like August when my cousins were here, August or September. But I'm committing to having a sober year, and yeah, I just want to see what is on the other side of this. Like, what is on the other side of being with myself? But also, guys, it's about intentionality. It's not just, oh, I'm not gonna date nobody for the whole year, I'm gonna be by myself, I'm gonna do me. No, it's also the intention. So I took myself to the movies. That's an intention. I took myself to the movies, and I intentionally went deep as I was sitting in that movie theater, and I said, wow, I am here with this awesome, dope ass person. I'm here with me, and I intentionally felt that. I felt good to be with myself, to take myself out on a date or whatever you would call it. I felt good to take myself out, buy myself popcorn, not think about the money, not think about the $30 I spent at the movies, you know, and just intentionally be with myself. I'm going to a concert later this month with myself, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna take myself to maybe dinner or lunch before the concert, and then I'm gonna go to the concert, and then I'm just gonna come home and I'm going to enjoy my time with myself. And I feel like that's what God is calling us to when we are being called to be single, is to enjoy ourselves and do things with ourselves. Like, I've definitely traveled by myself, but and I have a lot of friends that travel with themselves and do solo trips, but for me, I think the difference is intentionality. Feeling good to be with yourself. And if you don't feel good being with yourself, then you have to do the soul work in order to get there. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's like bringing up all that ugly gook stuff from our childhoods, from our teenage years, from our younger 20s, and whoever's watching this, from your 30s, from your 40s, from your 50s, you know, just bringing all of that up, giving it to God, and just releasing it. So guys, this is my year of singleness. I'm committed to it. It is my first time being with myself. If you guys have ever, you know, had a year of just celibacy, committing your love life to God, knowing that that was like the last piece that God needed to have of you in order to just get you right, let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you guys feel about abstinence, about celibacy, about singleness. Like, do you even think it's necessary? Do you think celibacy is necessary? I want to know in the comments below. You guys know I'm not judgmental, because I have a crazy ass past, and I'm very open-minded. So please never feel like you can't talk about certain things with me, because when I tell you I have done it all, seen it all, like, you'd be surprised. So let me know in the comments below your experience with celibacy, abstinence, and singleness. And yeah, I'm ready I feel like I'm supposed to be with myself. Like, I'm supposed to be my first love, my best friend. I'm supposed to be with me, just me and God, like this. Like, what? Like, homeboys, like, for real. And I had to make a difficult decision. I think last week I had to tell one of my friends, I was like, look, I actually cannot be your friend anymore, because I can see this going in a more romantic way, and I had to let them go. And that sucked, because that person is so kind. He is such a gentleman. Like, he's the sweetest guy ever, but I knew it was gonna go somewhere that it's not supposed to go, and I had to cut it off, guys. Do you know how hard it is to cut people off? Do you know how hard it is to put up your boundaries? It is tough, but my destiny is so much more important. What God has for me is so much more important, and that person will move on. I'm gonna move on. And yeah, it's not easy, but it's necessary. So thank you guys for tuning in. I feel like this video is a little dim, but I'm gonna make it work. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.